Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. In this video, I'll show you how admin can add menu items. So here in the menu items table, you can see we have created it, for the tutorial purpose, right? So now here you can see we have ID, name, price, and category. But we need image also, right? So let's add one more column here. So I'll go to the structure here, and here I will say I want to actually add one more column. So I will say one, and I want to actually set it after name, or let's say after ID. Go. Okay, and I want to say image, 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 and the image will be worker and length will be 255. Okay, and save. Now you can see we have no image here, and we actually can give here ASDFG semicolon LKJS. All right. So we have ID, image name, price, and category. Now actually I want to create you know 1, 2, 3, 4 field for the admin. Okay, so the admin can add menu items. So I will go to the admin folder here, and I will create a new file inside it, and the file name would be add items dot php. Here you can see in the admin folder we have added a PHP file, and that is add items. So here actually I'm going to write HTML at first and press tab, and I will say admin dashboard here, and I want to write here style tag inside the body. Uh, we want to actually copy from admin dashboard. So let's copy it at first, and now let's check it is working. So menu item, and we are in menu item. So okay, so in the admin dashboard I'll go here, admin dashboard, and here I just have to give here a link, add menu items, and the menu items link will be uh, add items, add underscore items dot php. Okay, add menu items. So we'll go here, add menu items, and we'll actually say here add menu items is also here, and here I want to say that add items dot php. Okay, and we have view menu items. So let's create all the page. All right. So actually I'm going to say here that okay, view underscore items dot php, and I want to copy it. Go here, and let's say I want to paste it here dot php, and I'm going to create a new file for this. Okay, view item. So save it as view items dot php. All right, and actually I want to copy everything from here and to here. So if I go to the browser, now you can see my every single page is actually working same. All right, but you can see if you look at the path, you can see it's changing. Okay, so it's working perfectly, right? So let's go for the add menu items. Okay, here you can see one thing, that if I click on it, and if I uh, remove, I mean when I move the cursor, you can see the color is changed. So now in the add items.php, I'm going to change here. Okay, and I'm going to write here a form, and I want to set a class, and class will be form, let's say. Or yeah, we have a class for the form. Okay, so we don't need to say here class. We just need to say here input. I need some input fields. I'll go here, and here you can see I need image, name, price, and category. So I will say here name at first. Let's say okay, I want to actually set here image. So I will say here input. I would be file. And the name would be, let's say, image. Okay, And here input type, let's say name, then and the name will be name. And here I want to actually say that upload upload product image, or I can yeah, upload product image. Here I will say enter product name, and here I will say input, and this one will be what, price, and then here I will say price, and I need input category, so I will say category here, right? Okay. So okay, so price will be number, okay, NUMBER, and type would be this type would be text, and name would be category. Let's say CATEG or category, and here I'll say enter price, or I can say product price colon. Here I will say enter product category, and I want a button. I'll say input submit button, and the name would be submit also. And the value I want to set for the submit button value add product or add item. Okay. So not product actually. I want to set here item. All right. So item name, item price, item category, and okay. And here I want to set a class for the submit button. Let's say item. Okay. Submit it here. And here actually I'm going to access the submit button, and I want to set background color blue, and color for the button is white. And I need to say here that okay, I want to uh, access the main plus form. I want to set a background color, let's say any light color, so I will say light uh, cyan, let's say, and I want padding of 30 pixel. All right, now let's go here and check refresh. Okay, so we are getting here, and you can see that uh, margin. Okay, I want actually margin also, so I will say uh, margin right 30 pixel, or let's say 20 pixel. Refresh. Okay, so here you can see all the, so this is the background color for the form. Okay, and the input fields are messy. Okay, so let's fix it. So I will say here that okay, dot main class, all the input fields will be, I want to add padding for them, let's say 20 pixel, and I want to set radius, border radius, let's say 2 pixel, solid blue. All right, or the same border, right? Okay, border 2 pixel, um, pixel solid blue. Refresh. All right, and I want to show them in a column wise. So I will say all the items should be displayed as block. Refresh. Okay, and I want to show them in the center. So I'll go here and I will say that text align should be center. Refresh, and all the text are in the center but not the fields. So I will say align items center. Can I access the property? No, not really. So I will actually remove it. I want to actually set margin left, not margin left actually. I want to set for the input. Okay, I will say margin left, let's say 50 pixel. First refresh. I want to actually show them in the center, so I will say here that okay, I will say here 250 pixel. Refresh. Almost center, so let's make it 300. And here you can see I want to actually set the text in the center, so I will say text align center. Refresh. Now they're in the center, but okay, I can set here 400, let's say. And I want margin top for the input. So margin top will be, let's say, 10 pixel. Refresh. All right. So we have, upload image item here and everything. We can actually do this. And category and then add item. And here, I'll go to the form, and actually I want to set here method post, because uh, we actually don't want to show all the items in the here in the address bar. So I will actually set here method post, and I want to say here that okay, the action, I mean where it will actually go, so the action will be the same page. So add items dot php. Okay, so if I click on add item, now you can see that they are in the same page. But the problem is we have file also, right? When I use file, we have to use here a type, and there is multipart slash form data. So you can see action add item.php method post in type multipart form data. So now if I go here, let's say enter, and let's say add item, and now you can see they are redirecting to the same page. So I will go at the top, and I have to receive all of them. All right, so here you can see I am checking that if any user session, I mean any session user ID, that time actually we will enter here. So if the admin, then we'll actually enter here, otherwise we'll actually redirect into the admin dashboard, I mean user dashboard. Okay, so for the admin, we'll actually say here that if is set the submit button. So the method is post. All right, so I'll say here dollar underscore post method, and the variable is submit for the submit button. So the variable name is submit, right? The submit button, you can see type submit, and name is also submit. So we have to say here that okay, submit. So I'll say here that if we set submit button, I mean if submit button press, we'll enter here. We'll check, we'll actually store all the variable, I mean all the fields value in local variables. Okay, so here you can see at first we are getting image. So let me show you image after all of them. So let me add rest of them. So first of all, name, let's say. So I will go here at the top, I will say name, dollar name is equal to dollar underscore post name. The field name was name. All right, and I want to actually copy all of them. So copy, paste, paste, paste. So the second one is what? Let's go and check number, and I mean second one is price, third one is category. Okay, the second one is price, the third one is category. So we have to say here price, the third one is category, categor. You don't need this one. And now let's go for the file. So we have to use here, uh, let's say I want to set image variable, and we have to access here dollar underscore super global variable files, and the file will be multipart. So we have to use here multi-dimensional array, and the first field name, okay, first field name will be the file name, and the file field name. So the field name is image. If I go here, you can see image. Okay, name is image, and we need to know the image name. So for this, when I submit or upload anything, let's say here when we upload anything, what can I say? Let's say we have no image, Okay, let's say this one. When I upload this image, you can see we have uploaded the image of our file. All right. So when I upload this, our local host server, this local host, okay, Jamp local host server will actually create a temporary location for it. And what we have to do, we have to move the file from the temporary location to the destination. So where actually we want to keep the file. So I will actually create a new folder for the file to save. So new folder, and I want to name it as image. Let's say image. Okay. So I have to move the file to the image folder. So I'll go at the top, and here you can see that. If I need to move the file, and that time actually I need to know the file name and temporary path location also, right? So if I know the temporary location, then actually from the temporary location I can move it to the destination or my location. Okay. So, or targeted location, whatever you say. So we need to know the name and temporary path location. So to know the name from the local host, temporary created path, we have to say here name. So this is the variable. Okay. And why I'm just getting the name in the image variable, because in our database actually we cannot insert image. All right, we just can insert a text. So that's why actually I'm going to keep the name in the image variable. And after that I will actually say here that okay, dollar temp location. Temp means temporary location. I'll say equal to dollar underscore file super global variables, and here the variable field name is image. All right, and the second parameter will be tmp name. Why? Because I need to know the temporary location name. So we got the temporary location, and we have to set our destination. So I will say our destination or target location. Okay, so I will say targeted, or I can say tar location. So tar location means targeted location. The targeted location is what? Now we are in admin, right? So I have to go back to the root directory. That's why 2 and then which folder? Image folder. So I'll say image folder. And we have to give here one more slash. Why? Because we want to actually go inside the image folder. Okay. Okay. So this is the targeted location. Now we are not actually move the file. I mean, we will not move the file right now because we need to do the query. If our query is not successfully run, that time actually we shouldn't add the image to the targeted location, right? Because it will not, uh, it doesn't mean anything. Okay. So here at first we have to do the query. So for the query we need connection. So at the top I will say include, I'll say here connection, that is db.php. All right. If I go here, you can see that in the login we have include db.php. So I'll copy it, paste it here. Okay, include db.php. Now actually I can access, I mean I can connect to the database. So I will say here dollar $SQL, the query. And the query would be, for the insertion, I will say insert into the database. And the database name is, sorry, the table. The table name is menu items. So I will say here menu underscore items. So I'm saying that insert into menu items. And now I have to mention all the columns. So let's mention all the columns one by one. We don't need any ID because ID will be automatically incremented. Okay. I need image. I'll say image, comma, chicken bites. Okay. So name, comma, price, comma, category. So we have mentioned all the column name. Now we have to set the values, and the values we have to separate through comma, and we have to give single quotation 5 times. Why? 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Sorry. So second and third and fourth. All right. The first one would be the image they're getting from here. So dollar image, let me copy it and paste it here. So I'll not copy paste because it will take too much time. I will say that the name would be a dollar name, okay, and price, dollar price, and category, dollar category. Here you can see we have set all the values also. Now I have to execute the query. So I want to execute the query and I want to set the query result into a variable that is called result. I want to say here mysqli underscore query, the function I'm going to use here. And here I need connection variable, and we are getting the connection variable from the db.php. Here you can see con dollar con comma dollar sql, our query. So now we'll say that if the query is not executed, so at first I'm going to say if not dollar result, then we'll actually show the error. So echo error will show the error. So the error will be dollar on error is added successfully. Item added, okay? Item added successfully. And actually I want to say here h1 because I want to actually set class, and I want to actually do style, because you can see that we have done, we have set the fixed position, and that's actually if we show the message, the message will actually go under this pop bar and sidebar. So we have to show the message here. So I will say that okay, I want to set margin and padding, okay, sorry, margin top and margin bottom, sorry, left. So I will say here style. I will say here I will say that okay, margin left, I want to access the margin. So yeah, here you can see for the sidebar we have with 20%, and you can see that margin left I can actually copy from here. Let's say our result is done. So what we have to do, we'll actually say here that okay, now move the file. Okay, now move the file at first, then we will actually show it. So I will say here move uploaded file function, and here the first parameter I have to say the temporary location. So the temp location, all right, we are giving here, and we will say targeted location at the next parameter. I would say dollar targeted location. So tar location. Here you can see target location, and I need the name also, so that actually I can fetch to the name. Okay, so what is the name? This image. So I'm getting the name here. So actually I'm going to copy it. Targeted location, concatenation sign, then image. All right, colon, done. Because when the result query will be successfully done, okay, that time actually I can move the file. Otherwise I don't need to move the file. So now let's go and check if it is working perfectly. Refresh. Let's go for menu items. Oh, no such a file or directory. Restaurant admin add items. Steam. So the number 3 line. So let's go to the number 3 line. Okay, so we have to give her double dot slash. Why? Because we are in the admin folder, so we have to go back to the root directory. That's a double dot slash, and then in the root directory we have the db.php file. All right. So now let's go back and go here, and there is no error. Now let's go and let's download some items. So I'll back. So I have downloaded the image from here, and here you can see crispy chicken bites. So actually I'm going to keep this chicken bites. So I'll go here, and I want to set the name, and I want to browse from here, and I'll go to the downloads, and here, and I have upload the image, and let's say price item. So the price item is what? So select a valid value to the two nearest valid values are 5 and 6. Okay, so we cannot actually access the float values. I'm not sure it will work or not. So here I will say that step, I can say here any. Now let's go, and now an item Let's say I want to refresh it, and price. Okay, item price, let's say 5.5. Item image, let's say this one. Item name, uh, this this one. Item category Thai. Let's add item. Item added successfully. Here you can see in the else. Okay, add items. When the item will be added, so it will actually show the message that item added successfully. So we have actually echo here, and that was the problem actually. And you can see now I have set a variable message, and here in the HTML form. Okay, here you can see I have set here PHP script, and I have said that okay, if you set any message, then we will show the message in the paragraph text, and I have set a class for it, and I have changed the color. Okay, and you can see color green, padding 10 pixel. Okay, now let's check. And okay, so I have added multiple items, so I will actually delete it from here. And now let's go, and I want to actually end here, so I'll go to add menu items, and here I'm going to upload the image. So this image, and I want to actually copy that name, item name. Okay, and then price, let's say 5.5, and category, let's say Thai. Add item, you can see item added successfully. So now it's actually showing perfectly. All right, so I hope you understand. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Till then, goodbye.